places that you've been to.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Now here we are, Doris. Two teams that make a living feasting off the glass. Great rebounding teams. What kind of temperament does that breed for tonight's game?
Well, I think we can expect an incredibly physical matchup. Tremendous effort from both sides. Because of that physicality, though, Kev, emotions could run high.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Jackson. Measury is out there with Collins. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. Here's Measury. That one off the back iron and out. So it's Toronto now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Now Measury after the missed three by Carmelo. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
I like the fact that Jackson just takes on the defense there. Plays with real fire and really forcing the defender to foul.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Greg, when you watch Josh Jackson play, it's easy to see that he can eventually be one of the best defenders in the league if he works at it.
The blocks and steals, I think, will always be there for Jackson with that length. As he progresses as a player, though, he should improve in the little things. It reminds you a bit of a young Andre Iguodala at times with how explosive he can be athletically.
Now Beal following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Measury the pass to Jackson. Back to Measury. And there's the feed to Beal. Here's Collins. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Holiday dishes to Carmelo. Back to Holiday.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Walker kicks to Collins. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Embiid. 11-point game his last outing. Walker against Holiday. Clock at 4. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Embiid. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Now here's Walker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Measury kicks to Jackson. There's the pick. He feeds it to Walker. Over Holiday. Here's Collins. Good D by Bogdanovich.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And Holiday kicks to Morris. And there's the pass to Embiid. Outside Bogdanovich. Embiid with a screen on Beal. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I don't think you can forget about this guy, Kevin. Bogdanovich loves cashing in on available space off the screen.
Bogdanovich against Beal. Out to the right wing. Collins passes to Jackson. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And that does it for the first quarter. Toronto leads by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about it.
Play free. Just play like Quinn.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he steps on the floor. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
Marcus Morris is out there with Anthony. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. Then there's Embiid. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Toronto working the ball around now. They get it again. Embiid got a hand on it. Outside Beal. Pass to Walker. Kicks it to Jackson. Beal, that's for 2. That one, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Well, Doris, one thing is certain for Bradley Beal. He's a lights-out shooter if you give him some space.
Oh, no doubt, Kev. Beal does such a great job, always squaring his shoulders, even when he's coming off a screen. And that quick setup and release, really hard to defend.
Lets it go from deep. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Now, this guy's deadly from the perimeter. Beal never hesitates.
Embiid the screen to the left side wing. Holiday against Walker. 11 feet away. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6. The Hawks trail by 6. And Beal kicks to Collins. Jackson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Holiday has it in the corner. Again, Holiday missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Left side Jackson. Measuring with it. Embiid's there. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. The kick out to Walker for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Holiday. Rebound Atlanta.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Now here's Measury. Walker in the post, guarded by Holiday. Good D by Embiid. Toronto leading by 6. Bogdanovich dishes to Holiday. Embiid inside. He's against Measury. Embiid, no good. Walker the pass to Beal. The dish to Collins. He kicks to Walker. Launches it. The Hawks again can't hit.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
And Holiday kicks to Anthony. Knocks down the step back Jay. Anthony's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's the pick. And here is Beal. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. And Jackson gets it to go.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
And the first half comes to a conclusion. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome
Halftime
back,
Show.
folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille. Well, for Toronto. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta? That about right?
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Toronto leading by 5. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Bradley Beal is out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Measure, and there's Jackson, and it's Collins in at the 4 spot. And Doris, so many players do tend to shy away from contact, but which players, in your opinion, really love the physical aspect of the game, really helps their game?
Well, let's go old school. And the ground and pound game of Zach Randolph. The guy doesn't have an inch in terms of his vertical jump, but has managed to be well into his second decade in the NBA. For me, Zach, Zebo doing work on the box, a thing of beauty.
Out to Morris, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Embiid the screen. Shoots, and another basket for Toronto.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Beal with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Measure, the pass to Walker. The shot off that time. A D by Bogdanovich.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
Rebounded by the Hawks. Measure's got 5 rebounds tonight. Beal against Bogdanovich. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I like the mentality by Beal. Takes it inside, mixes it up a little bit. Nice.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
So he gets them both.
How about all 4 of Bradley Beal's brothers chose to play college football? The outlier and the wiser choosing round ball.
And Holiday kicks to Morris. Embiid sets the pick for Morris. Over Jackson. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. On the wing, Jackson. Embiid with the steal. Outside Holiday. Embiid wide open. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Jackson misses.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Measure. Embiid with the steal. And the wide open shot from Morris. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
There's the screen. Clock at 6. Beal drives in over Morris. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Toronto leading by 7. Here's Bogdanovich, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. He's got 6.
Wow, how about that feathery touch from Bogdanovich? You just can't let this guy get loose from the mid-range.
Measuring kicks to Collins. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Again, the miss by Morris. The Hawks trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Beal with it. 5 points in the game. Back to Walker. They need this one. Off target with that shot. And so it's Toronto in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's be the one that just plays harder.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 9 points. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Holiday out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Anthony. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Bogdanovich. Embiid sets the pick for Anthony. There's the pick. He dishes it to Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
Walker missing again. Toronto leading by 7. Morris dishes to Carmelo. Bogdanovich against Beal. Bogdanovich passes to Embiid. Chalk up 2 there. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Beal kicks to Walker. Sinks the triple.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Bogdanovich dishes to Holiday. There's a good screen. Embiid the screen. It's tipped. Count that one. Now here's Beal. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Boy, that is a rugged finish from Beal. Absorbs the hit, guides it in. Nice.
Free throw, no good for Beal. Toronto leading by 6. Morris outside. Back to Holiday. Embiid with a screen on Walker. Anthony kicks to Embiid. Measury with the rebound. Measury's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bogdanovich against Beal. .135 left in the fourth quarter.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. You know, they'll take that every time.
The Hawks trail by 6. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Jackson is a leader, a guy you can count on to take and make important shots.
There's Embiid, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
And it's Walker penetrating. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Embiid.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there
was riding on that possession. He wanted to score. I mean, he's as close to automatic when he's up at that line, especially when the ball game's a close one.
Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Beal with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Beal's running. Over Bogdanovich. Beal can't get it to go. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. It's in!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Anthony kicks to Bogdanovich. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Nails it!
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Well, there's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
And the Hawks with possession here. Walker the pass to Jackson. No good from the wing. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.